So in the beginning, Spring, over a dozen years ago, Spring offered us loose coupling and through dependency injection and interface-driven development. As a consequence of that, we had the ability to write tests more easily against that code, because no longer did you have to test a big blob of your system. You could focus on a specific unit, a specific method at a time, knowing that that method was completely decoupled from any of the things it worked with. But that's just unit testing. And there's more to testing than just testing an individual method. You also would like to know, how does this unit behave within the context of a greater application, of a piece of an application? How do you test web applications, the difficult pieces of an application, such as the web front end or the database back end? How do you test these things? How do you test how a application consumes a REST API and know that it behaves properly even without that REST API being active or available during the test? So in this talk, we're going to talk about testing Spring beyond just unit testing of decoupled objects. We're going to talk about how to test the difficult parts of an application and the facilities that Spring offers to do things like testing web front ends, testing Spring clients of a REST API, testing the database. And we're going to see how, aside from decoupling, Spring brings a great deal of testing support to application development.